no mulusu the then club cup no account be 1983 omo moje no account be or 5 league titles with Asante Kotoko, 2 FA Cup titles with Asante Kotoko. And Abdul, Karim, Zito. No coachy Dreams FC this season. Na Kotoko Prosper Ogum enya 47 points, drop 37 in 28 games. Coach and Ede Karim Zito. One epic 37 and drop 47. Ewo league in him. Now the last 3 games, 2 defeats and 1 win. The last 3 games, 2 defeats and and 1 draw. 2 defeats and a draw. And or the Eba. The team no currently 11th position. Kotoko at 4th position. Confirmed. Karim Zito, the next coach of Asante Kotoko. No, and Asante Kotoko public relations director, lawyer Safudu Kuse. At that time, no one confirmed it. Was so baby and still Kotoko aim no for the season double to win the double. Or Jitum say almost 6 points off top spot into a league in January day. But still, that is the ambition of the club. Yente Samuel Safuduku Nancy about the 2 about target Omodema new coach or Bayajman Eriama Asante Kotoko.
We shall continue to put in the best effort ever to ensure that we win the double as we promised. As I speak to you now, we are still on course, even though it's become a bit difficult, especially with the league title, considering the fact that we had been in the lead for weeks, even though it was not a comfortable one. But for us to lose the top spot now with a 6-point margin, it appears a bit difficult. But if you look at the points at stake now, it is possible for us to recapture the almost lost title. So we will continue to put in our best. Whoever takes charge will continue with the mission. Because this is Kotoko. Kotoko goes into every competition as the favorite. That one, it is a fact. That is what Kotoko is known for. So the target of winning the double is still on the table for whoever takes charge. So we've considered all those factors in the selection of the new technical team. At least we need to get people who are conversant with the terrain and will be able to fit into the system so quickly. So we've considered all those factors. All that we can say, the assurance we can give to our team supporters is that whoever is selected or appointed to lead the technical team will be the one many people will be or will support. That one they can trust us.
Right. I know the appointment of the new coach and the target. So still, the ambition is to win the double. Now, Mamenke Kan Kotoko statement kakra. Asante Kotoko SC is pleased to announce key changes to the club's technical leadership as part of ongoing strategic restructuring. Abdul Karim Zito has been appointed as the club's new technical director, a former player and head coach of Asante Kotoko. Karim Zito returns with vast experience from both club and national levels, including guiding Dreams FC to a historic CAF Confederations Cup semi-final and leading Ghana's under 20 team to the 2021 African U20 Cup of Nations title. He will also serve as acting head coach on an interim basis until a substantive head coach is appointed. Additionally, na had a rough bezuti brofuni yepa because akulis na man de bananyasem ketwa. Additionally, Prince Yao Ousu has been appointed as the assistant coach. Coach Ousu is a seasoned football technician with over 2 decades of coaching experience across Ghana, Sudan, and the United States. His career includes head coaching roles at Midiama SC, Interallies, Hartoon National Club, and the Ghana Under-20 national team, Black Sunlights, as well as assistant coach of the national Under-17 side. Known for his work in player development, Coach Ousu has nurtured talents who have gone on to play for top clubs including AC Milan, Genoa, Sassuolo, and Fiorentina. We are also pleased to confirm that Malik Jaber, who has previously served as technical director, will now assume the role of technical advisor, providing strategic guidance to support the club's long-term objectives. These appointments are part of Asante Kotoko's renewed commitment to building a strong, visionary technical structure aimed at sustained competitive success. But the last paragraph there was assistant coach. Coach Owusu has nurtured talents who have gone on to play for top clubs including AC Milan, Genoa, Sassuolo, and Fiorentina. Hwana obi Ephraim say Pepe omonya no youth team coach because ohwe nkura na watete omako AC Milan na enya baba ya mo na ade omako AC Milan sa abirenti enke beboa pa. Eno just for it. Raf, mami Samra osubiem. So after Kotoko second Prosper Ogum on Monday, Tuesday, and Kotoko appointed coach and the Ede Abdul, Karim Zito, Obo Kotoko as a player, and Oshasi Giok, Obo Giok Kakra, and Okupiemu John Tess, Satana, na a job on textile if for no team John Tess. From John Tess, and joined Kotoko, 1978, and Obo Kotoko from 78 to 86. He played also for the Black Stars for 4 years. Urem Black Stars. Now or a latra, sell left and now right, but be at the Bejnabia or Babo. Kotoko team no Mulusu 1982. And Champions League. Now or a part of it. Then the 1983, they don't now or a part of it. Kaiser 2004-2005, Okuchi Kotoko. He was attacked at Kwashima Zabe Kayama. Omuchane Zaka. Kakitwebze Komo Tenensano. No Mujini phone. And Omukuchane Za. According to doctors at Kolebu, Omo Wane Russian at Nebai. Then Ofri Kotoko no Kuchi has Kakra. And Afi, why dreams a Juma and a national team. So Raf, Asante Kotoko, coach Karim Zito, but Waba as a technical director and a interim or head coach at the Asante Kotoko. And also, Bakro say Ote and na who say a very good footballing decision, and as a sporting decision. This one, the replacement for Prosper, as Kotoko embarks on a journey to play the 6 games in the league, 1 game in the FA Cup, and hope to progress in the FA Cup to go and win.
Normally, for an interim coach, I will take you over with the Senate. There must be certain attributes.
Okay.
Also, we are very familiar with the team. Mm-hmm. We are very familiar with players and what team name.
Okay.
Familiarity with the team, familiarity with players and what team name. Then familiarity with the league na yebon.
Okay.
League no onimbo we were experience or coach team na nkasa any players na or hormono. Now you should have, if you would succeed, maybe your track record should have indicated as what handle such a situation before. That is experience with dealing with such a situation before, where we take you over a team mainstream na udo mabo. So there are a number of things Zito wa it could work out for him. Mm-hmm. It could also go against him. Now,
so walk us through what.
Yes, Zito is a former player of Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Yes.
Nti familiarity wa coach team nida wa boda wa kwaba.
In fact, he's a legend of the club because.
So what classify as a legend?
Yes, me checking the credentials. Oji Champions League, Oji 5 league titles.
Okay.
For Kotoko and 2 FA Cup titles.
Oh, okay.
So clearly, Osha the length of time he stayed. And what he won, which was classified as a legend of the club.
Into a legend of the club, that is why you're very familiar with the institution Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Yeah.
That is one. It's for me a plus for him. Currently in the league, Obobia what did dreams go through a nose dive down. And one navigate here do almost have a ball matches boy and I'm discussing.
I want to describe Sassemni. He said he was describing what I said. He navigated through inexplicable circumstances. Dreams match and quite me and Toma. Now discuss.
Me analyze it. I don't want to analyze.
5 games winning in if free on. I got 3 games, 2 defeats and 1 draw. But at least he said you're more stable, but you're more than money.
Ain't or your experience with the Kotoko situation.
Yeah.
What handle a club this current season? Yeah, or the club no ababe pick some form of way as me stabilize the club.
Mama Rain said last season or the dreams about the semi-finals
Me
of the CAF Interclub competition.
So it means that familiarity with the club, familiarity with the league, familiarity with the situation that Kotoko finds himself. Let's look at experience. Zito Bar with vast experience. In fact, your league currently, one of the most experienced coaches in the league, Zito can be. Now, has Zito won the league before?
No, as a coach.
So there's an added extra motivation, say, as much as we're in the league now, he wouldn't be 100% credited with the league, at least. Or be a part of the league story. I'm when you're sad. So that, and also your extra motivation, and I say, a sending kutupa, and I say, a sending crying, so only BB. These are the pros. And I said, and you may beat me a AD, and I said, you may beat me a Buano. Then Zito comes in with African experience. Kotoko vision, and they say Kotoko bebo. I see Kotoko using the route, whether FA Cup or the league, to play
in Africa.
And so, in all this, when you see the appointment, was vision is in recent times. Coaches and Ghanaian coaches are more the teams are quite African. Karim Zito. The eye for Africa and the fact that the league in Impa was our route. Say Tom Idiaka
FA Cup.
Some will negotiate Chelsea.
Chelsea.
When you negotiate the can say there's that you say a possible say Kotoko will be back to Africa. It's a Kotoko back out Africa. Then coach I can say a technical role, say whatever role. Also you will be a vast experience from Africa. And then again, Zito Akoja handle a lot of national teams at the under 20. I will say you can't enormous experience, vault of experience. OOP. What he lacks is that on G League. Okay. Now, then Zito decided to resign at the time as it 6 matches to go with Dreams. No, but Jumane so still now obey Juma and not yet and guarantee the coaching substantive coaching role.
So I think that
so
I guaranteed the technical director. Kotoko took the decision, say Malik Jabe or technical director substantive, you know. Ako technical advisor. So Karim Zito as our job guarantee, say he's coming in as the technical director, not the head coach. Okay. So that Anka Obanebia and Fanko for Basa Dede. Say a man in court. None dreams a Jumo Jayano. Ebian can watch and say, we're into a technical director with responsibility as the interim coach.
So, Karim Adja to so obey Jai substantive coaching role at Dreams. Ababe serve as a technical director for
Kotoko. Per the announcement, and what was?
2 issues he's going to battle with. And my press conference, a brand on a Dreams. Boy, Karim Zito now be when be sana yama okache and send ball now or boy no. It wasn't beautiful football. Now kwanya Karim Zito first handle journalism was no. Omo we need game no.
Yeah.
But no say the journalist can say any beautiful football, and I think say omo Nigeria team
Rivers.
Yes. Yeah. I think the Rivers ball more palma. But eventually, I think they got the results. And Karim said he was very when any and question whole crowd, they had to calm because they're nuts. Kepler, I think so. I think so. On no calming it down.
Yes, so as the media officer.
On calming it down. Now, I'm talking about pressure.
Any questions in the Bible?
Oh, Nanyana the pressure at the club. Any Karim Zito acquire a thought that as a pressure ban is only how he deals with those things or react. I mean, man, because I'm a witness to it. In fact, now probably out to me a calm a handle pressure and a prosper. He goes to the press conference. He said, I don't know the bro for no yeah, and I say, why yeah, you know,
normally, or you saw a lot of could be because the cognitive new money. Sometimes with me class I'm there to one tears but I don't fun because be opeja dey could know we so cognitive new money
you know Zito is not that academic type there. Zito the end the normal coaches here anymore more they've gone through the mill now. Zito back pressure at times, I mean, the reaction at pressure, managing pressure and all that has always not been best. Compared Zito to Prosper, working under pressure, I would choose Prosper.
Okay.
Yeah, because Prosper, how the supporters, Asante supporters behave, and no one who quiet fast no more daily at that level. To me, manage no, I can't down. Ni dimi na nankasa, so you know, say, Bruno, so I say. So you could see he still maintain a very calm or maintaining a calm, cool,
even though he may be angry. I've seen him at press conference. Who's on your happy? Sometimes you are media.
Yes.
He begins to express surprise to you that but on show press conference.
And it's at the end of the day, Zito shows at press conference when Zito Zito turn out to me, he gets right. But Obabe working at a very in an environment one or taking over the recent Kotoko form. Or zoom straight away into action. Kotoko Eluzi back to back, say
2-0 to Nations,
2-0 to Nations,
3-0 to
Accra Lions,
1-1 to Bichim, 1-1 Lions.
Yes, Lions. And Obabe take you over with this Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now, how for Kumasi Asante Kotoko? Now it's just about a win. For Kotoko supporters, almost club no bounce back to winning ways in the last 6 matches. How?
So at least now they will accept the ugly win.
Yes. Now, minim Zito assurances are when you're free. Say your old players, so when you're free management, so when you're free on more, the environment Kotoko finds itself an experienced coach like Zito. Out of Nanka, maybe so catch Kumasi Asante Kotoko say Moma season. Na membra.
3 coaches contacted you.
Oh yes. No experienced coach pass or be taking this interim role.
Zito Mudi legend of the club now.
Yeah, but no. It could backfire. It bet me backfire. Ma wo beba beje. O beba be take blame. E bra na bia enka fault. Zito, you don't have the magic one. I mean, young kind of and I think so on one press conference he would tell them that he would, especially when the first 2 area, he doesn't have the magic one.
Truth be told, he's not one of our very best coaches.
No, he's not a magic coach.
One of our
a developmental coach. Very good on one can, very good. First, to develop players, guide players, TT players. I mean, look at what he did.
When you were finding it difficult to understand how I know what
yes,
and I'll say, almost 10 players after the Confederations Cup. So catch management, I just say woman at time. At that time, no more share 5. I feel in any team, no. What she share we.
Okay.
Clearly, you can't transport that to Asante Kotoko.
Now, so he put a Zito Echo in a very tight situation, but Obaba to Malik, because he appear around, and or they. Prince
Ousu.
If you put these 4 technical brains together, they should be able to find a solution. But then again, we say now not Prosper or na Maleko or na Kwesi or I don't know man put ideas together to be able to get a crowd. For me, Zito need the magic one. Let me say this, but Zito is an experienced coach.
Sure.
Menyesho say obey new to this situation and new to this terrain. Force is not a conspire. This is my last one. This one. Force is a conspire to get Prosper Ogum out. So force is and conspire to no support to Zito to get back Kotoko back to winning ways. And yes, I need the magic one.
Nice, Captain Planet. The forces will be win the world.
The force is not. Say your old players are now more money in home. Say supporters are now more complaining. I feel me for say yeah man. Never say ja. A man for buckle under pressure. Esa kambo anase eko to Sadia Mudika. Mun combine that force because me now I feel say mun combine ya.
Eta
ogumachia. Nanka 6 matches and Kobet me and negotiate.
Even when he was leaving.
But see, people were happy to see the man go.
Yeah.
People now, if a man for a bray about Ogum and the complaints and all that, and I said, omunya ready say ye be team up near finding out there bibia was ye bia ye not 6 matches ya can there ke dia bo as a team nanke wi ya kwa permanent solution ya pam no e dey say man ne record am na kwa say he's been fired. But now the thing is that I am saying that if those forces sit aloof and now mo tro mo
Jama coach
no mo jai kama Karim me say
ontimi
Zito need the magic one. If you person who say Zito need magic one na that no omone team na Zamalek ye wie na ekobisa
Sunday nyina
Yekobisa
o ma ja to Zamalek show
Yekobisa say afedi why na mu say why should they quote that why winning African competitions and all that and ekuta team e boss Zamalek was saying nobody is disappointed. Yes. So for me only the magic one, but some team me up Massa forces his experience while building a vault of us we are being to me taking anything away from, but he meets Kotoko not in good times. Moon United and Moon supporting.
Finally,
now how many days already been caused?
Asante Kotoko, a cheetah for penny for Ibia. A public statement, interviews about players, players, In fact, Accra Lions, a share Kotoko. One prominent person, sometimes he's mandated by management to represent Kotoko at official meetings. Can be say when your players are, and someone about Kotoko. As our players na Karim Zito ni ombe ejuma in 1 minute. How should Karim Zito approach this? And a boys omugumaso, and a boys nansa, and a boys ni say, and a boys those same players now umpo on your ombe ejuma. What should be the approach? Just in a minute now.
See, you run normally. What person will achieve a targeter? Yeah, what's all ye be? What's all can be? Achieve
get your way through.
You get your way to you say it. But after say when second unya we are now then it begins to dawn on you.
Reality check.
Now players here na Karim do mo be adwuma yi. Ube any day. Players are fed all of a sudden are you going now pontificate them and make them look like I fed or my clean or my okay. See, unim the big some season area still. One said that capacity, me, I'm a capacity building person. What I do is build capacity of teachers. What I do is across all levels. I do that. Unim, one said that more engage supporters, partner more capacity building programs for them. So negative campaign I do baby and then you remember there. Or go in them runners play and running individuals down running system down running just because be a results and queen.
That not got ball be.
That
not got ball be chimney and your pond match na. Almost see be chim for 2 players be. We must have some Bokotoko. No, we have a friend this season. Why be chim matters saying? Or so in baby. No, I'm saying now. Why one game now say we must have some Bokotoko. What's your last season Kotoko no Olympics? What's your Emmanuel
yeah.
Last season we got to be Chelsea. What's your 2 and 3 no boy? I say, and I'm saying, I don't know about 1 game now. Jina Swaka say, yes, yeah, from women because every other player, the best game in the season, yeah, every season. But that is the orientation, sir.
Absolutely. A lack of nimdia about certain things and how we interpret issues. A bra bibia kobone. That's one thing I've realized about them. Say your man koya, but your massa say koya. Then but at the very moment things, then your massa say then all of a sudden, we say strange reasons coming from every corner to give credence to the fact that maybe away the blame. No, me say, but you don't do it. Engagement of supporters, building their capacity, building their knowledge level about the game, or resourcing your supporters. Say the bear and can be a movie, a radio, be a mokoswa. Now the resource person could be a 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Now more educated support, more building their capacity, more church or money. Now say the bear.
Or Matthias say,
you
lose 1 match,
you lose 1 match, and yes, you lose the beer pam coach. The beer over coach because at the end of the Prosper is one of the best in the league. Yeah. Prosper because nearly points are any year he's one of the best in the league. Yeah, but if in fact Sony he's one of the best. You sack him and then you go for the 11th place coach, and you feel so I don't know what the magic one.
ɔno yɛ legend medase na mɛma wo 2 minutes wobɛyɛ adwuma bi ɛde ama me mame ɛnkɔ aha mmra na